What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Ash Revive Show. My name is Malik Harris.
And I'm Derek Moore.
And this is where you come to Vibe with the Tribe. Today we are watching a bunch of different anime trailers, actually. We are big anime enthusiasts, I'll say. Since like VHS days, I used to have like all the old school, like Princess Mononoke, Vampire Hunter D, Ninja Scroll, which I don't know why I was watching that at like 6 or 7. Just a bunch of things. Fucking Ghost in the Shell, Fatal Fury, you know, all the classics. So, yeah.
My flower just recently bloomed. My flower is more so open to the smaller ones back in the day. The main ones, Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Toonami stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Toonami's
just a new age.
Toonami, and that's still like kind of OG, really. Toonami days. Yeah. That's, you know what I mean. But yeah, so we got a bunch of manga too. We also like read that good stuff. I've been talking about this Gachiakuta for a long time. I'll say the beginning of this year, actually.
So they keep showing me this damn book. I'm like, okay,
I know,
is the anime out or what?
At the time, I had no idea that they were even coming out with the anime. So like getting into this today, I'm super excited because there actually is a trailer. Just found out they're going to be making an anime of this amazing graphic novel, as well as Kaiju number 8 season 2. We watched season 1. Don, we watched season 1. My Hero Vigilantes, I've been reading that also. I didn't know they were going to make a series for that as well. So I found that out this past like 3 months. So super exciting stuff all around. So we're going to just basically watch some new trailers and then see what new things are potentially out there. Maybe you guys can help us out. You guys might be fans of these.
Some hidden gems.
Yeah, hidden gems. Yeah. Maybe you guys can put us on as far as like which one of these sounds the most interesting, which one we should consider doing a reactions to when the anime drops, and yeah, just give us a little bit of direction. We appreciate y'all. Alright, first one is Devil May Cry. We do know about this video game somewhat. You said you've kind of seen them around or something like that. But yeah, you know, PlayStation, all that good jazz. So let's see what this anime looks like, because
this gentleman is your primary objective. He's a top-level threat. Engage him with the full brunt of your firepower.
Oh shit!
I work better with music.
That's nice. Solo level, Sanju's cousin?
Jinwoo?
Jinwoo's cousin?
New age.
What the fuck is he playing?
Age of the demon. My army is
Damn.
going to descend on
Damn.
this city, causing unimaginable death.
Oh my God.
Unless Dante comes to meet us first.
Me against an entire army. Sounds easy enough. Let's dance.
Wow.
I just feel like this one's cold, bro.
I know. It's giving me like Castlevania and Invincible vibes. Especially the animation.
Damn, he's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta watch
I was fucking with this. I like how it's all around, you know what I'm saying? You got different type of styles of like creatures and
I know all about demons' nature.
technologies and
I'm not
shit.
one
I
of
like
them.
that.
Ripped and irresistible dreamboat, I know. You still can't just tear a guy's clothes off.
Damn.
This world's reckoning is already in motion.
Yeah, their character design is fire.
All you can do is eat.
Like, look at all these different types. Different types of people. Titans. Oh,
Dante.
shit, this shit gonna be dope.
Leaving so soon? We have much to catch up on.
Oh,
Oh, this
damn. First trailer? Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Niggas got magic. Come on, bro. Come on.
That trailer gave me a lot of hope. Like that, they very much gave me Castlevania vibes. And we just got done watching Castlevania Nocturne actually on this channel. We watched Castlevania off this channel, and that was another one of those surprisingly good video game adaptation shows. You haven't seen?
I've seen. I haven't seen every single movie. I've seen just random around. And stuff like that.
Yeah. They got like the new stuff, which is like just, you know, the same as the game, based off the game, but it's new stuff. But yeah, it was fucking very, very good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's good and it's cool. My girl got into it, and she's not really your big of an anime guy, and she put me on low key.
Yeah, man. Damn. I'm glad we started with that one, honestly. I was a little bit nervous about that one. I kind of don't know how I feel about the voice acting though. I almost feel like I expect it to be a little bit like deeper,
aggressive.
a little bit older, I think. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not surprised given the anime. It's an anime, you know what I mean? So
They're young teens. And
his personality almost is Deadpool-esque in a way. Obviously not the same.
His personality?
You know, just more that a jokester and more like the lighthearted because his body is like, you know, he's invulnerable essentially. You know what I mean? So next trailer is the Summer Hikaru. I don't know what this is about, to be honest. This is a Netflix trailer, so.
And Netflix been killing it lately, man.
They have, yeah. That last Devil May Cry was Netflix. It's the Castlevania, the Arcane. I didn't really classify Arcane as an anime at first, but I seen they had their anime 2025, and they put it in there, so I'm like, okay, anime. So yeah, let's jump into this one.
お前さ、ほんまにあの山で1週間も行方不明だったん
I did.
覚えてないんか全然どんだけみんな心配したと思っとる
Japanese subtitles over there. Hold on. Putting the Japanese subtitles over the English ones, I'm kind of.
I'm not liking how it's starting out, man. It's starting out like some tragic shit. It's starting out like Berserk, low key. All calm before the storm.
お前さ、ほんまにあの山で1週間も行方不明だったん覚えてないんか全然どんだけみんな心配したと思っとる俺がおらんくて寂しかったいや別になあ
Anybody with white hair
聞いてもええかお前やっぱ光ちゃうやろ
Oh my god, I knew he was talking about
お前のこと大好きやねお前を殺したない
さよならあなたじゃなくたっていいからその手の
お前が何者やろうと偽物でもそばにいてほしい
ヒカルと何かあった？
おそらくどこかに何らかの形で潜んでるんでしょうね
俺は自分が何なのかよう知らん
お前が一体何者なんか
好きやめっちゃ好きこのままやと混ざるで初めてここにいてええんやって思った
どこまでもお前に付き合うよたとえ俺の何かが壊れても
I don't know what the fuck I just watched.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, I got a lot
of questions.
A lot of concerns about. So
I understand that they got this new thing what they do in the movies where they're not trying to get too much of the dialogue and the storyline. Is that one of these cases?
I mean, yeah, anime. I feel like anime trailers always kind of they give more visual than they give story. They typically don't really give too much story in the trailers, like English, you know, movie trailers and stuff like that. Is this a manga? Question for y'all who might be familiar with this.
Let this be as perfect as a manga, please. I love the song.
Oh, someone. Oh, you read the. Oh, okay. So this is a manga. Okay. No, the one, his best friend being on screen while he says, I like you, I really do, with the blush on his face is crazy. That one. That's literally, that summed up what I was kind of thinking. I was like, huh, it seems like he's almost like in love with this creature. And I'm like, but he's like, I don't care if you're not my best friend. So yeah, that's the part where I got a little bit confused. I was like, wait, so you're in love with your best friend?
He said, I don't want to kill you, so are you a creature? Did he die?
You saw his eyes. Like his...
But I know, it said, but the title is before so-and-so had died.
Yeah, he definitely. Oh yeah, as far as story,
he was like his friend before, and then he fucked around and died or got taken over.
He was missing for a week, is what he said in the beginning.
Oh hell! No.
Yeah, he was missing for a week, and then he came back, and then he was like, "Oh, you're not my friend." He was like some type of creature or something like that. The crazy part is, after seeing that creature, after seeing that eye shit morph like that, I would have been fucked up. Like, there's no coming back from that. For me personally,
yeah, bro.
No.
I'm talking about something.
Friend or not, I'm just like, hey, bro.
Bro.
You're not
keep
well.
that shit over there, okay?
One of those, like, I can't have you near me or my family. You know, I still love you, but like over there. You know. All right, we're not gonna go. That's crazy. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch that one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we're gonna do a reaction to it. Again, if you guys want to let us know if you think that's reaction worthy for those of you who have seen the manga. Seems kind of crazy, but I don't know if it's like exciting every episode or is it more like Promised Neverland was really good. I would have loved doing a reaction to that, and that was more like thriller type of vibes. Is this kind of like that, or is this a little bit slower paced? You know, more love story.
It looked like it's gonna be a slower pace,
like love story esque. fall in love with the creature type of thing. So yeah, let me know, you guys, in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Now we're to what I've been looking forward to. I think this is just a super teaser trailer. It's only 56 seconds. It's not including the outro text and all that extra shit. So. See, you'll like this one. Yeah, there was a lot to unpack. They just went through that so fast. Bones Animation is who did like Mob Psycho. I think Bones is doing My Hero. Actually, I always forget that they're doing My Hero. What I'm reading,
the more of like the pencil sketches kind of.
Well, that's just Gachiakuta's style. Like they do more like characterized, like stylized artwork instead of like traditional anime. It's more like style. So you'll see like, I'll just open up a couple pages. See, that's just their style. But Bones does just great work. Soul Eater. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Yeah, they did Soul Eater back in the day. You know what I mean? Just all that really stylized. They pull that off really good. Animation great. And this is like an action. It's similar to like almost. I would compare it to like Kaiju number 8. You know, because there's like the underground, like the pit, like you saw, he was falling. It's like the Undercity where like all the trash people go. Well, I'm not gonna ruin this too much for people who haven't read it or anything like that. But there's basically like the upper city, which is like clean folks and shit like that. Then there's like people who live in like the garbage, essentially. Kind of like that. Yeah, that as far as like worlds, the power system in this is super dope. I'm not gonna spoil that, but the power system in here is super dope. You know what I mean? And then yeah, they fight like monsters and shit that are down in like the waste and the garbage. That's why it's kind of like Kaiju number 8 because they're fighting different creatures and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a cool one, and it's a you're gonna get your action, you're gonna get your battle.
Look like it's also like religion based as well. Motherfucker had that
on the cross and shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna say too much about this. Like you guys, for those of you who've been on our channel for a while, I've been talking about this series fucking all year, honestly. Before I knew they were gonna have an anime or anything like that, so I'm just excited that they're adapting this because, yeah, it's not like a shonen anime either, like the traditional Naruto and stuff like that. It's like a different company, so I'm excited to see what they do with it. Let me know your guys' thoughts too. If there's any people who are fans of the manga, I would love to, have conversations. We do have our Discord and everything, so if you guys want to hop in there and talk about it, or even just post it in the comments until the show drops. You see if you want to subscribe and all that jazz, and then just join the tribe.
Man.
All right,
conversations.
Exactly. Next trailer, Moonrise. Heard a couple friends talking about this actually. I think it's more like sci-fi-ish. It's another Netflix anime as well, so Netflix is cooking.
Netflix is cooking.
They really are. Yeah, all three of these trailers have been pretty good. Damn. I already like this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already sold.
This dude just manifests his hand into existence. Oh, shit, we getting Star Wars?
Right, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna turn these. I don't know why these subtitles are on over the English. All right. What the fuck? That was fire, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm sold. Damn. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know about that.
He's finna let that bitch blow.
Damn.
He's finna let that motherfucker blow. He's yeah.
That looks dope. Oh.
Accept your true power.
Wit Studio. Wit goes crazy too.
You know why? Because they be with that action. You know what I'm saying? That was good. That was good for sure. I think that was.
I love the detail.
I think that's gonna be a brain teaser for me. It's gonna probably be a lot of information.
A lot of information.
Just
as soon as I seen the sci-fi, like the complexity of how much detail is in that ship. Yeah, it just seemed like one of those. And I love those types of animes. I'm not gonna let that push my brain and make me like just fuck me up.
It ain't no problem. I just know it's gonna be a lot of deep diving right there.
Oh,
from just looking at that, I'm not gonna sit here and throw that on it like as if I already know. It's just
yeah. I mean, we went through League of Legends lore. We went through Warhammer lore. Like after Warhammer lore, I'm like, you know what? I feel like I can.
I think I could take on anything.
I can deep dive into anything, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. Next trailer. We can just jump right into this one. The beginning after the end.
Oh hell no.
Damn.
Oh hell yeah, but hell no.
Oh, reincarnation anime? Isekai? Damn. I didn't know this was Isekai. Yeah, little baby, that big head.
Yes, but no.
大切な人を守りたい。私この花大好き。
こんな私が笑って出迎えてもらうなど。
アーサー、逃げて。
今の私には家族と
ありがとう、アーサー。
愛してくれる仲間がいる。私は変われると信じたい。
だってなんとなくわかるから。未来を決めるのは自分自身だからね。
さあ、出発だ。
最強の王様。
This
二度目の人生は何をする？
Oh, April 2nd. Oh, that's pretty soon. That's giving me mad Mushoku Tensei jobless reincarnation vibes. Like the girl with the gray hair, the elf girl or demon elf girl, the gray hair and the pointy ears, him getting reincarnated as a kid. I feel like in that show, his father's name Arthur? It was something with an A. His name was Rudius. I can't remember his father's name, but yeah, it was literally pretty much just like that. Except he wasn't, like a killer. What they were talking about. You know what I mean? He was just like a overweight, jobless dude, and then he got reincarnated in his world. He was a kid like that, started doing magic. Pretty much same premise. If you guys have read this manga or anything, then let me know. Is it way different than Mushoku Tensei, or is it pretty much similar to that?
I think I probably wouldn't get over the fact that he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a kid going through. Let me stop lying. Diama, shit. I'm watching Goku. Maybe I'm just biased like a motherfucker. But
yeah. Do you like isekai? Like you get reincarnated back into another world type of anime?
I honestly do.
Oh, okay.
But if it's just gonna be like him just stuck as a kid and not reincarnated and growing all the way up.
He grew. Because we saw him as a baby and then we saw him
start growing as a kid.
Yeah. I'm sure he's gonna grow up.
Yeah, if he grows up, I'm fucking with it for sure. But if he stays a kid all the way through, maybe.
I don't think I've ever seen a isekai
like
where
that.
they do it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually they get reincarnated and then they have their second life and then they start living that second life and whatnot. Yeah.
No, I'm fucking with it then. I'm not throwing no shade or no hate towards it.
I never know with isekai. There's so many of them, honestly, at this point. And I watch a lot of anime, so you run across those random 12 episodes that don't get a second season, and you watch it, and you're like, okay, and then you kind of just move on, And then people ask if you watch it, and you're like, nah, I don't know what that is. And then they're like, oh, this anime, and you're like, oh, I've seen that shit.
I've seen that shit.
Yeah, so it could be one of those. You know what I mean? It's just when you watch a lot of anime, it comes with the territory. You just kind of got to jump into it and see, because you watch all your shows. You watch all the My Heroes, the Don, the One Pieces. You catch
where
up.
You going?
Yeah, you catch up on everything. Now you're just waiting for Solo Leveling season 3, and then it's just like, I'll watch this. So yeah, could be good, man. Could be good. Is it reaction worthy? I don't know. Y'all tell me. It kind of doesn't feel like it. Feels like that's a off time one. But, you guys would know better than us. So, all right, last trailer, Guilty Gear Strive. This is something we had kind of talked about this. This is a game I used to love. This game when I was younger. Like Guilty Gear was. There's a guy named Soul Bad Guy, and he's the good guy. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. And there's another guy that looks like he should be the good guy, and he's the bad guy, and it's just crazy. I'm gonna show you the video game after this. I'm gonna show you some trailers of the gameplay and shit like that. Like, it used to be one of my favorite games next to King of Fighters, which is like, you ever played Capcom versus SNK?
I'm telling you right now.
No. Well, it's like Street Fighter versus.
The other side and shit.
Yeah, like they had Marvel vs. Capcom, they have Capcom vs. SNK. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
if anybody don't know me yet, I am not a name person. You'll say a name and I won't know who the fuck you're talking about.
I should know that. We'll look at some images and I'll show you. But yeah, it's just Guilty Gear was like one of my favorite games on it. The character design is super dope. Yeah, that's something that like I always love, like how they design their characters. And for a long time,
if you play it and I'm like,
yo, I played that. This is one of those games for a long time. I've heard people talking about, oh, they should make an anime, but I feel like they spent so much time trying to make the video game look like an anime that now we're at a point where the anime looks or the game is an anime. Yeah, so it's just it's kind of a surreal thing. So yeah, I'm interested to see how they play this out. To be honest, if you guys have played, any of you have played this game too back in the day, let me know your thoughts on the animation. Do you like it? We haven't even seen it yet, but I just know it's going to be a conversation because how do you perfect that? You know what I mean? How do you get it to look like the game? One.
罪深き生体兵器ギアに滅びよ
ギアとの聖戦により悲劇の時代は終わりました、
終わっていない。このままでは第二次聖戦が起きる。我が
名は
ユニカ、世界を救うために来た。
This animation style is not what I expected.
聖戦は終わりました。私たちも変わっていく必要があります。殺戮兵器は何も変わりません。
生まれが全てではない。
Yeah.
強引なアプローチは嫌いじゃないぜ。何が目的ですか？
ギアとの共存という過ちを正し、人類を救う。あらゆるギアを根絶することで。
I honestly don't.
When it's showed in this type of style, I feel like you get way more super action. That's just me.
I like how much you're showing. I forgot her name. There you go, Soul right there.
ユニカと話するの諦めないさ。何か理由があると思うんだ。
お前はそれでいい。
Oh no!
It looks good. Like, I'm not gonna. It does. It looks good. I think at some point the 3D is gonna throw me off a little bit, but. Who's that? What kind of style of anime art is this again? I don't want to keep calling it 3D, but it's.
But yeah, that 3D is more like a CGI 3D animation style, which I think that's a big thing that people
want to aim for, or.
No, I think it nowadays it's just faster and cheaper. So a lot of people will complain about the CGI style because they don't really, it doesn't feel the same. Like, you know, you get like your hand drawn like Akira back in the day where they fucking complex cities, they hand draw everything, but that just takes so long to draw. So now a lot of TV shows, they're trying to incorporate that 3D, even Cartoon Network or something like that, they start using the more 3D because it's just a lot faster. You know, you don't have to spend as many man hours sitting there just pencil sketching everything. You put it in the computer, you create the 3D rendered model, and then you can rotate it and you can
perfect the crafts and stuff.
Yeah, but you also can just animate their movement, kind of like a video game. You make like a 3D model, and then you can just make them do things.
I took one of those classes in high school. That shit actually pretty good. Oh, manipulate the shapes and shit, make it do certain things.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I think I'm getting used to that CG style just because I realize they're gonna keep doing it regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I notice it, and sometimes like we'll watch our favorite anime and they'll throw it in there, a little hint in there. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What the hell is this? And it's funny because like certain show, like Demon Slayer, you know what I mean? Like that has moments of, like they have a very beautiful art style, and they have moments that are more CGI than others, I'll say.
Yeah, when they building up the sword and finna take off.
Yeah, certain like crazy movements or something like that. And I noticed that I don't notice it or mind it in certain animations like that. You know what I mean? Just because
the
the style.
Though.
Yeah, they kind of make it seamless, but Yeah, other shows I just be like, oh man, it's kind of jarring a little bit. So yeah, man. Oh, the last PS5 game was called Strive. I didn't know that. Never played that one. See, it looked like this. It's not too crazy.
Nah, I haven't played this one, but I have played the Capcom.
Oh, these are newer characters too, I think. Or in the show, because I'm like, some of those characters. This guy? Yeah. Yeah, they kind of look. Oh, wow. I don't know.
You got the Itachi robe, bro.
Yeah, see, it looked more like the Street Fighter style game back when I was playing on like PS2 and whatnot. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, those are great trailers. I'm not going to lie. All of them are pretty good. Guilty Gear, maybe it's because I played so many games growing up. Yeah, I might have like a little bit of a prejudice of like, yo, you got to kind of do this in the right way. And it's hard because Guilty Gear, I never really knew the storyline of what was going on, to be honest. Like,
just playing
it's one of those games, you know what I mean? Like, when I watched Street Fighter 2, the animation, like as a kid, that was like the first time I seen like a video game story kind of like brought to life. I mean, outside of Resident Evil and shit, that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? Movies and shit like that. But that was the first time I seen it brought to life, and I was like, yo, this is exactly how I pictured it in the game, and it was seamless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like when they do video game adaptations, it's kind of harder for me to picture it because I envision like the older version, and they make everything so modern that it's just like, I don't know if I can get behind. You know, I don't know if I can promote this to people like, oh yeah, I know this is super good, because they might change everything. So yeah, man. No, I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts. That's
like
what
a hit or miss.
I'm here for. Yeah, it's a hit or miss. Again, you guys know things. That's why we do this, so we can connect with y'all and kind of get more insight and just expand upon what we do know, while also giving you guys the best form of entertainment. Yeah. If there's anything that you guys like from anime reactions as well that you guys want to see more, or maybe you guys don't get a lot from other reactors, let us know, because we'd like to add something new and unique to our anime reactions. Like I said, we do League of Legends, we do Warhammer, we do like Marvel Rivals, Marvel lore and comic book stuff, because we do write comic books and we have our own connected universe and all this good stuff. Travel to Comic Cons and been doing that for like 10 years, like creating the comics and the stories in the world, creating the world for like 15 plus. But yeah, you know what I mean? So we're heavily invested, and we're going to be doing this for life, pretty much. So yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts, comments.
That man said greens, beans, tomatoes. I'll just play. Hey, nah, I appreciate being here. I appreciate these videos today. These videos is dope. For sure, gonna look into it a little bit more. Sometimes I'll be all over the place, but don't mind me. That's all I got to add today.
Yeah, man, that's all we got. Appreciate you guys, though. Until next time, much love. Peace.
Hey,
oh yeah, hit that subscribe button.
You for sure. It sound like green.